Hi friends, it's Rachel with Rachel's Reading Book Nook, and I am so excited because I have brand new 2017 titles. They arrived at my doorstep this past week, and I want to show you all what some of them are. Alright, so the first one I'm going to talk about is the Illustrated Classics, Huckleberry Finn and Other Stories. So we have lots of these illustrated classic books, and within this one, there are quite a few really great stories that they tell. We have The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. We have The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Kidnapped, which is based on the story by Robert Louis Stevenson. We have King Solomon's Mines, White Fang, and The Phantom of the Opera. Great, great, great stories. And within this book, a lot of the pictures are very colorful. So we have photos on every page, and the story is not as quite long as some of the books that we have. So it would be great for any child who's ready for a little bit more of a longer book, a little bit longer story. There's chapters within here as well. So great, great, great book. So I'm really excited about reading this one with my boys. All right, another book that I'm going to feature is our Usborne 10-minute stories. Okay, this is our second one. We also have the Usborne 10-minute stories. So this one is the More 10-minute stories. And so these are great to read at bedtime. And in this one, this is a little more shorter stories than the one that I just featured with the Illustrated Classics. And here's some of the ones that are in here. So we have lots of great fairy tales. We have Rapunzel, Tom Thumb, the Tinderbox, Goldilocks, Rumpelstiltskin. So really great classics that I think your children would really enjoy. And they're retold in just a great way with beautiful illustrations and great, great things that you can read with your kids. So it takes about 10 minutes each to read. All right, so we got that one. All right, the next one, my oldest, I think, is excited the most about this one. He's obsessed with food and cooking in the kitchen, so I thought this would be a great book for him. The questions and answers about food. So I love our question and answers book series. We have lots of them, and so as we as through are the other ones, we have questions like how, why, what, where, all the questions that kids answer, and they're all related to food. And each page has different flaps that you can open and close. So, and that tells the answers. And so it's very engaging. So your kids are always learning. All right, so we've got this one. Okay, the next one, I love these. These are the alphabet cards. All right, so we have our white clean books, right? And so these are white clean cards. Take a little hole punch, put them in the top corner of here, and then put a ring on them. And then you have all of these great cards all together in your ring. So these cards, go ahead and show you what they look like. You go through all of them. Here's your A for apple. And then you have a chance to write your A in your word apple. Turn it over, and then you have even more opportunity to write apple, and then write it there with just finishing the word, and then write it by yourself. All right, so it goes through all of the letters of the alphabet in this way, and then at the very end, you have an opportunity to just trace the alphabet. So you have there with little numbers and ways to write those, and then here's just for letter recognition as well, uppercase, lowercase, fun little card there. And then, as well, at the very end, there is a card. Oh, I didn't bring it out of its box here. That are games to play. And these are games that you can do with the cards. So, it's just not writing, but you can also do these right here. So, great, great little cards. We also have number cards as well. So, you can find both of those on my website. All right. The Complete Shakespeare book. Look at this. I love this. This is a gorgeous book. Lots and lots of great things to look in here. This has all of Shakespeare's plays that he wrote. And there are certain scenes that are featured within this. So here's our table of contents. We have A Midsummer Night's Dream, Twelfth Night, Romeo and Juliet. Look at all of these great ones. Hamlet. As You Like It. Great, great ones. And over here we have more. So now the way this book is done is it starts out with the characters. And so there's great illustrations on what the characters are within this story. And then it starts to tell the story. Now this one's not as colorful as the other one, so there's not as many pictures throughout this part. But you always have the picture of the characters, which is always really beautifully illustrated. See, like here's another one. There's the characters, and then it tells the story. So, really great book. I really love this. I think this is one that I will have to actually read myself. All right, the next one I'm going to talk about is The Great Wildlife Search. Oh, isn't this awesome? Okay, this book, I didn't realize what it was until I actually looked in it. This book features 3 different books within this one big book. So, the first one is The Great, hold on a second, The Great Wildlife Search. And then the next one is The Great Big Bug Search. And then the next one is The Great Animal Search, I believe is what it is. Let me make sure. Yeah, The Great Animal Search. So it's all 3 of these. One's under C, one is the bugs, and then the other one is the animal. All 3 within this one. And so you're finding over 4,000 animals. And the way the book is featured is you have different animals. There it is, the undersea search. There it is. So what you do is you have all of these animals on the sides of the page, and each has facts that go with the animals. So you're always learning something about the animal, and then you find it within the big picture in the middle. So just beautiful, beautiful illustrations in this book. Really pretty. This is a great book for dentist office, doctor's office, if you're waiting somewhere, or even in the car. So, great book to give your children. Okay, I'm a mom of 4 boys, and so this book I was really excited to get. This is the outdoor book. And so inside is everything you want to learn about things outside. So we have everything from on the seashore, and so things about how many things you can find there. Here's discovering wildlife. Here's about hunting creatures, talking about the different bug traps you can do to try to trap different bugs. Here is bird watching. So things about birds. I mean, you can literally find all sorts of things on different things outside. Here's on trees, different leaves. Great fun. I mean, this is just a great guide to take this outside and enjoy being outside with your kids. So, great book. All right, now, I just read this book the other day with my boys. I love it. I'm obsessed with it. Here, this is the book called The Curious Case of the Missing Mammoth. Okay, I'm going to read what you on the back. Look out, there's a mammoth on the loose, and Oscar, which is a little boy, has to get him home before the clock strikes 1. This adventure is packed with facts and lift the flap fun. So, it's about a little boy and a mammoth. And they have to find the baby mammoth who has disappeared into the museum, the wildlife museum. And in the museum, the animals come to life for 1 hour. And so they go to all these different floors, and they get to go to the different places to try to find the little mammoth. And there's lots of things to open. See, there's the mammoth running away from them. And you get to learn different facts while you're in the museum. Like this is the floor of, I think this is I'm not sure which one this one is. Oh, the Shanghai Tower. That's where they're at. They're at the Shanghai Tower. And so here you're going to learn different things about nights. And over here, going to the next page, this is I liked this one. This was the Extinct and Endangered Creatures floor. And so you're learning different facts about the different animals that are either extinct or endangered. And so everything, there's lots of things to open, close, learn about, and it's just very, very fun. So there's just more than just a story within this book, but there's other things to do within the book as well. All right? And then the last one, there's 2 more. 100 Things to Do on a Car Trip. This one's a great book. I love our activity books that we have. Lots of things to do, page by page. Great variety. Everything from mazes to word searches to just different games, drawing activities. So great things to do for just to give your kid this instead of an iPad and say, work on this for a little while. All right, and then the last one, Snowflake in My Pocket. Precious story. I read this last night with my kids, and it's just perfect for wintertime or anytime. It's a great story of friendship between a squirrel and a bear, and the squirrel wants to go and see snow and with his friend bear, and you'll just have to read the book to find out the sweet little story about their friendship here in this book. All right, just a small sneak peek. Obviously, there's lots more titles that are available, and you can just visit those at my website, rachelsreadingbooknook.com. And I hope you guys have an awesome day. Thanks!